I'm just exhausted.
Let's just talk. Good.
Yeah, let's get real, son.
Let's just
Real talk. Like Kobe Bryant said, real talk.
The Mamba.
Black Mamba. But he was saying that when the Lakers were playing, he was tweeting. He would hashtag it real talk. Complaining about this and that with the team, and then he would hashtag it real talk.
Right.
You want some real talk? The team is better without Kobe. Okay, there's real talk. Kobe is a black hole, not a black mamba. He because he does so much that the team ends up just watching.
Right.
And then they don't participate, and then all of a sudden, when he gets like 40 points, and then you need a shot from Paul Gasol, he's not warmed up or heated up to make that shot.
He's too busy watching.
Yeah, and then so the ball, he's on his heels instead of on his toes like he should be.
You should tweet him that.
I should. Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk.
The Lakers are better without you. Hashtag guys with issues.
Yeah.
That would actually be great if you could make real talk trend. Where it's real talk is just hating on people.
The kind real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk. So it started from me, everybody. You heard that? I'm famous somewhere. Somewhere out there.
In Ecuador.
Yes. It's pronounced Ecuador. Let's get it straight, okay, pal?
Ecuador?
Yes, it's Ecuador. Just like
Ecuador.
Paraguay, Uruguay. You gotta say it correct, man, okay?
Uruguay.
It's Cuba. It's not Cuba.
Cuba.
Okay? And Chad is Colombian. It's
Colombiano.
Sí, señor. Oh, it's a Spanish show.
So were you okay with Jay-Z going to Cuba?
I was okay with it, man, because he was spending the money in my People's Republic of Cuba.
Real talk?
That's okay, man.
Can you say in that accent, the rocks in the building?
Okay, man. I'm going to tell you one more time, okay?
And it's your boy.
The Rock, he's in the building, okay? I told you one time, I told you 1,000 times already. It's kind of like I'm mixing the Cuban with the Samoan accent. I don't know where it's going.
Did the dentist talk like that in the office since he was watching Scarface?
No, the dentist wasn't watching. Okay, here's
real talk.
Seriously, real talk. Okay, let me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the Guys with Issues comedy podcast, recording at the Club 939 studios.
Hawaii's Premier Gentlemen's Club.
Today we are in the locker room of the ladies.
Yes, we are.
We're not in the ladies. We wish we could be in the ladies.
No.
But apparently we got issues, and the main issue is the ladies don't like us. Real talk.
We're not into them, and they are totally not into us.
They're totally laughing at us right now.
No, you got it wrong, Chad. We are. I am into them.
No, but you're not in them.
Not physically in them. That's gross, by the way, because I love them. So I would not speak of them that way.
Yes.
Real talk.
The way that you just spoke about them?
Yes.
Okay.
Because these are ladies. These aren't just, You go to other gentlemen, they're not even gentlemen. This is the only gentlemen's club. These are classy women.
This is the premier gentlemen's club.
The premier. They actually perform. They don't just say naked. They
Look at my boobies.
Yeah.
Give me $1.
Oh, I have a pair of nipples. Oh. They don't just do that.
I guess Chad hasn't been to that club where they do
that. Chad wishes he was at that kind of club. No, they perform here at Club 939.
Hawaii's Premier Gentlemen's Club.
They have 3 15-foot-high poles that go up to the ceiling. Oh, no, they have 4, because one stage has 2 of them.
That's right.
And it goes all up to the ceiling. The ladies are sexy. They're lovely. They're beautiful.
Talented.
Yes, very talented. And yes, that kind of talent that you're thinking of, fellas. So come on down to Club 939 at 939 KL Moku Street in Honolulu, Hawaii. We're today recording inside the locker room.
Mm-hmm. So forgive us if we start to get distracted.
Yes. We're looking around, and there's some ladies, beautiful ladies, getting there.
I can't see him in a bad angle.
Yeah. Your whole life's in a bad angle.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. My name is James Mane, and with me always is Russell Kealoha.
Hello, bitches.
But not the ones in the room. The listeners.
Not you guys, not you.
Yeah. Okay. And
The little ladies.
and today we have the supposed Colombian drug lord, Chad Santiago.
Hello, ladies.
Sound like a lumberjack.
I know.
Oh, that was trying to be Velveena.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
in Colombia they do have trees, and people who cut them down are lumberjacks.
And
No,
they're
they're
okay.
but they're pronounced lumberhack. I am the lumberhack. I hug down the tree. It got weird. It's on Korean for a second.
I am a lumberjack comedian.
Yeah. like Pooh Bunyan.
It's Paulo
Paulo Bunyan.
Bunyan. Oh, they got
Paulo
Filipino.
Bunyan.
He's Filipino. It's Paulo Bunyan. Anyways, we are obviously feeling kind of nice today because it is Cinco de Mayo.
Hello.
Margaritas. I don't know.
Chad, do you know what Cinco de Mayo is?
The 5th of May.
Yes, that is literally correct.
Real talk.
hashtag real talk. Take that, Kobe Bryant.
Why are they celebrating it?
It's not actually independence. I believe it's like a certain battle that like changed the tide of the war for independence.
Wow, Chad is on his. I mean,
Almost.
but he's the
He's
kind.
subtly, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Anybody could be like, "Oh, it was that war at that time?"
Yeah, but
You
most Americans think it's to celebrate the margarita, and most of those Americans would be white,
Yes, they would.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Not at all.
What battle was it, or what was the?
Look at you got
war
an early Uncle Russell useless trivia right now.
That's
No,
what
this
the-
is useful trivia.
Yeah, oh, useful trivia. Okay, go ahead
So
with the
you know
useful.
why you drink your margaritas today? It's when the Mexicans won the battle against the French
Okay.
On the 5th
on the 5th.
of May.
And then on the 7th, the French came back with 3 times more forces and kicked the Mexicans' ass. But they don't celebrate that. Maybe in France they do.
Yeah, it is the Fleur of Maya, the 7th of May in France, because I speak Paris because I am from French. Come here, let me talk to you, Chad. Let me that's what the French talk.
What is it, James?
Just like a kiss. No, it's just gross. I'm sorry, that's gross. But speaking of gross.
Whatever you mean, James.
Where are you going with this?
This is a weird weekend for me.
Do tell.
This weekend, okay, I had 3 gigs. One of them was an awesome gig. I went to Maui with Rex Navarrete, international comedian.
Right.
He used to live here in Hawaii. He's originally from San Francisco. He's a Filipino comedian who's hilarious, by the way. And we both have the same mentor, Andy Bumatai.
Oh,
So I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then that was on Maui Friday. It was fantastic. Thank you, people of Hawaii. The Kitchen, who sponsored that event. Jed Roa, who promoted that event. Jed Roa Promotions was. I'm getting distracted. That beautiful woman keeps walking around. So
We're surrounded by them.
yeah, and we had a good time. And then I came back on Saturday
Mhm.
and did a show in Wahiawa, which is in central Oahu, a place called Dots, with Island Hustlers, who is actually they're a really good promoter over there, Gene over there. It was a all-male review show that I opened for. So I didn't
How
literally
open were you?
Yeah. Well, let's just say I don't squeeze my farts out anymore.
James is sitting very tenderly right now.
So it was a male strip show.
Right.
And I did 10 minutes of comedy before in front of 400 screaming women.
Because that's what you do, the hype man. You're like hype man.
Right. Basically, what they say is the comedian kind of comes up and gets them loose. You know, the
Right.
ladies, because some of the ladies might be a little tense because they've never been to a male strip show before.
Right.
As I parked my car across the street from the venue, and then I walk over, and there's ladies tailgating in the parking lot.
Nice.
They had cooler, they had beer, they had raw fish, and raw fish. Is that what did it for you,
Yeah.
Russell? And then they were taking pictures. It was interesting.
They're taking pictures of the tailgate.
themselves. You know, they're all dressed up like horror-ish. A lot of bachelorette parties.
Oh, okay.
So I go inside and I get up on stage and they're screaming like, "Take it off! Take it off!" I was like, "Wow, thank you so much, ladies." I have never ever had any woman say that to me ever in my life. So, you know, check that off the bucket list. 400 women were yelling at me for me to take my clothes off. And that was awesome.
And did you do it?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Because,
So there are 400 disappointed women.
trust me, if I did take off my clothes, there'll be 400 really disappointed women.
Asking for a refund.
They'd be like, "I thought tall guys had big penis." No, I'm right. I'm not
Real talk.
Yeah, real talk. Don't forget to hashtag it.
Stop the joke.
Yeah.
My penis is okay.
Well, like I said, I'm a promoter, so my promotion is way better than the actual content of the show. So you got to believe something.
Right.
Anyway, that's what drinks are for. So you think, anyways, the guy, like, the ladies are going crazy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The guys, that's why I'm losing my voice, because I had to talk over the yell. All the ladies just keep screaming. You know, it's like they were, any guy that walked across that stage, they would just scream. So they get the show started. The guys are doing a dance routine, but they don't take off their clothes. And then, you know, it's like the pregame warm up or something.
Well, what the song did it come out to?
Shoot, I don't even remember. That makes me sound like I was more paying attention to the performance.
Well, you were just in the zone, right?
You were in the
No, I
zone.
was not in the zone. Anything. I was a guest. I was not in any zone. I was uncomfortable. No, okay. So anyways, they come out. They do a dance number. I forget the song, but then they all go in the back, not my back, but in the backstage. And then they bring out one bachelorette, and she has the veil on, and you know she's sitting in front.
Is she pretty?
Could you not tell through the veil?
She was, I didn't see her face, but there was one lady on the table while I was performing. I thought it was really pretty. I guess she was okay. Somebody's marrying her, so sorry.
That doesn't say anything.
Like,
But
I
go
mean,
on.
So anyway, then the guy comes out,
Right.
and he's coming out to the Bon Jovi song, the cowboy one, Young Guns.
Blaze of Glory.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, so there's a bowl or a pan on the stage, and he lights it, and it's like a fireplace, you know, or a bonfire, or whatever it is. And then he's dancing to the words of this song, like he's performing, like
Like
"Wake up."
interpretive dance?
Yes. But it's this big muscular dude. He has like a full-on leather trench coat. Wake up in the morning and
We's my
weary head. Yeah. Was it Earth was last night?
Go for a pillow.
Yeah. Did you say old goat for a pillow?
Old Coke.
I got an old goat for a pillow. And the Earth was last night. Then he's going off.
Real talk. An old goat for a pillow would be pretty comfortable.
Well, it beats a dead goose. That's a goose down.
Okay. Wait, was that a Gus Downs joke?
No, you know, the goose feathers.
Okay.
So, anyways, then all of a sudden it changed to Genuine's My Pony.
Pony.
And then he starts, look at Chad. He's like,
How does
yeah,
that go? How does that go, Chad?
If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it.
Oh, I was
My
saying,
pony.
Chad, were you there?
I love that song.
All right, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
We learned something about Chad today. And then he just takes it all off. I was like, wait a minute. I hang out at 939. The ladies,
My Gentlemen's Club.
yes, and what you see what the ladies do, it's the tease. You know, as you perform, you take off one here and one there. This dude was like doing his whole interpretive dance to Blaze of Glory, and then he just takes it off one time, and then it's like, hey, I don't get it. Anyways, I guess
So did the song, like, did it even, like, transition, like, heighten? You know what I mean, right?
They didn't really
It
mix it.
starts out, yeah.
they just slammed in the next song.
like, wow, that's so ghetto.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're like DJ. I don't think the girls really care. But as soon as he ripped off all his clothes, the lady just started screaming. He's only wearing a thong. And he jumps off the stage. He goes up to that bachelorette, and he's like picking up her legs. He flips her over, and doing all kinds of
Just grinding away.
yeah. And then it was
He was dry blinking her.
yes, dry boinking her. I guess we don't swear on the show. So.
Fucking right, we don't.
So, yeah, he was doing that, and then he was done, and he went off stage. Another guy comes out, and I was like, okay, it's my time to go.
Well, wait. What about the bride? What was she?
They basically was dry humping, and
Well, was
flipped
she
around.
not having fun? Or?
She was, and she's just kind of like embarrassed because there's so many ladies there or whatever.
Right.
But she was having a good time, and then he gets off the stage, goes in the back. Then the next guy comes out,
Right.
and he had these three ladies up on the stage. They're doing a thing, and then that guy, the cowboy, comes back out and starts working the crowd. Now, the interesting part to me was he didn't like go up to a lady, how you doing, or just start dancing in front of her, like, shaking his body or moving around. He went straight up to this woman. It's the pretty lady in that group.
Right.
Goes right up to her where she's sitting, puts one foot over her shoulder onto the table and starts banging her chest. It doesn't even no foreplay.
No, hi, how you doing?
Yeah, no,
Just
hey.
dick on your tits.
Hey, my name is Dexter. Bang, bang. He just went up to her, foot over her shoulder, and just started slamming her chest. I was like, whoa.
So he introduced himself to you then, is how you know his name is Dexter?
No. So it was like, it was so weird. It was like,
That sounds so very sexual assault-esque.
yeah. But the lady was, the ladies were loving it, and
Did that lady love it?
I guess because she stayed. She's not like she didn't spray him with mace.
Oh my god, I'm totally offended by this show.
Say, oh my goodness, this penis is just on me. But anyways, it was interesting experience.
Right.
I've never been to a male strip show. I went because I was there to work to do comedy. So
If you were going to Yelp it, how would you rate it, James?
to be honest, because I see things through the business side, and fantastic. I mean, they were doing great. The ladies, I didn't see any ladies angry or have any problems. They liked what they see, So if I had to Yelp it, I would say it was a good job. I say islandhustlers.com. Hustlers is with a Z, so islandhustlers.com. They also now own the party bus here in Hawaii. So yeah,
Good job, Island Hustlers.
they did a good. I mean, they were in Wahiawa last night. I think tonight they're in Kapolei. I think, or they travel around. They go Kailua. They go all over. So
As only hustlers do.
you gotta hustle. You gotta make that money. And there was a lot of ladies. I mean, if like real concerts or real ball games, football games or whatever games is successful when they tailgate.
Yeah.
These ladies were tailgating, so yeah, I don't know how long they were waiting out there to see some, guys in thong, but they had a good time, so I left early.
You really? You don't want to stay all the way?
They told me the other comedian would stay. I was like, who's the other comedian? It was Timmy Matos, Paul Kane.
Paul Kane, I can understand. I can understand that.
I imagine that it was probably like a plan. Like they were just like, we'll just wait until the end of the show, and maybe they're just going to have had such a good time. They're going to want to take something home.
That's what the guys were telling me. The guys that worked there, not the dancers, but the guys that were selling shirts, the guys doing video. He was like, no, you should hang around. You could go home with somebody. Trust me. I was like, it's not, my daughter had an early game the next day.
Right.
So I was like,
You already had someone to go home to.
yeah, but not like that.
Yeah, not like that. Not like that. That's not what I was trying
From
to
the
say.
heart, from the heart.
Real talk.
Real
talk.
Hashtag real talk. Take that, Kobe Bryant. And then I wake up. My daughter has an 8 o'clock game, so we're up at 6:30. Take her to the park, warm up, whatever. First half was dry. Second half just downpour. I was like, goodness.
You're doused.
Yes, thoroughly. And then I had another gig. My third gig of the week was with Augie T, who had myself, Councilman Ikaika Anderson, what's his name? Cope Brennan, Ikaika Alama Francis, two Miss High School Hawaii, and Lil Guy.
High
and
school Hawaii.
something like that. I didn't read their sash correctly, but one of them is Augie's daughter. And we're there for a 5-pound burrito eating contest. I didn't know until then you have 30 minutes to eat this 5-pound burrito from Taco Del Mar in Kaneohe in Windward Mall.
Right.
Ken Nascimento, who runs that, fantastic job, really nice guy. And I was thinking when I got texted the morning I was thinking about the 5-pound burrito. It looks small when you see it in text. 5-pound burrito, it's not be that bad.
And in real life.
And in real life, it looked like there's a baby wrapped in foil. I was looking, I was like, dude, is that a football? What the hell is that?
Was it a Samoan baby wrapped in
Yeah,
foil?
no.
Okay, it wasn't quite that big.
It wasn't that big.
You took a picture of it, right?
Yes, I did. I posted on my Instagram.
With a large drink for scale.
Yes, and it was huge. I unfortunately came in 4th place. I was not first or
Who beat
second.
you out?
So I was 4th. Colt Brennan was 3rd, who was a quarterback for University of Hawaii, and he's not a very big guy.
Arguably the greatest quarterback that has played in UH.
I would agree with that.
Arguably.
Arguably, yes. Second place was Ikaika Alama Francis, who's also a University of Hawaii football player that played in the NFL for a few years. I think he's still with the NFL. He's at, I think, Detroit Lions and 49ers. Yeah, he's I guess like a journeyman. He's between teams.
Seasoned veteran.
Yeah. And then first place was Councilman Ikaika Anderson. He ate, I would say 3/4 of a 5-pound burrito. And as big as I'm 6'7", 440 pounds, and I ate only half of my burrito.
So about 3.75 pounds.
Okay, there it is.
There you go.
And he went to town. I had to stop because it was just too much.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
Any other large fellows there just shaking their head looking at you?
Yeah. I was representing the large demographic.
The large.
The large demographic.
Not the large number of demographic, but the large demographic.
Do you hear any like people talking shit? Like, hey, come on, Monty.
No, my daughter was over there, like she was right next to me. She's like, "Come on, Dad, you can eat some more. I've seen you eat more than Dad." Shut up, kid. But it was no way. And I just looking at it, I was like, oh my, I don't know, maybe I psyched myself out before I even started, but dude, there was no way. Like that burrito will not even fit in your hat. That's how big that thing was.
I have a pretty big hat.
Yeah, and it was like a shoe.
I'm like, what an interesting way to measure something by a hat.
I'm trying to figure. It looked like a baby. Dude. Okay, 5-pound bag of rice.
Okay.
Fairly big.
Fairly big.
And heavy. That's
Was it bigger than this radio?
Yeah, bigger than a radio. It was huge.
It was like about as big as a bread box.
Yeah, I guess the size of the bread box. Not the space in the bread box, but the bread box.
So, like, imagine eating, like, a loaf of bread-sized burrito. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and then see, I opened it. I didn't want to eat the tortilla because that's the most filling part. But then you open it, it's all this rice in there. Mm-hmm. And then the meat and,
Did a bright light shine from inside when you opened it? Excalibur.
I was thinking, like, the case from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Like, bling, bling, I found you. Yeah, I mean, it was really tasty. It was really good. The guacamole, everything that was in there was delicious. But it was just so much. It's like, damn, there's no way I'm finished. If I was to try and win that contest,
right,
there's no way we were recording this podcast right now. Cause
you would probably still be there.
Yeah. It's funny because Ikaika Alama Francis, they come in, anybody want hot sauce? Like, yeah. Anybody want jalapenos? Yeah. I was like, wow, this guy he's adding stuff to the 5-pound burrito.
That's a champ.
Yeah. This is a
go-getter. He got my vote.
This is a go-getter. No, but it was a lot of fun. We got to take pictures with everybody, and it was a fundraiser, so it was cool. I think it was to help the two Miss High School Hawaii or something like that.
Yeah.
Miss Hawaii High or something like that.
But you did beat the pageant girls.
Yes,
right?
That was my goal, was to beat them and little guys. As long as I beat them, I'm cool. Amy Jane Boxer showed up. she was in the area and she saw my post and she showed up saying hi. And right when she says hi, Augie goes, I need one more person to come up here and take the spot. And her hand's in there. She goes, okay, me. And she comes up. Now, she's a female comedian here in Hawaii, and she's Filipino. Now, she comes up and she eats maybe like a slice of her burrito. And like 5 minutes. Like, she doesn't even like try to like, and it's really nice and neat cut. And she's eating it. And then she turns on after 5 minutes of eating her burrito and goes, can I get some foil? Augie looks up and goes, she is really Filipino. Only Filipinos will come up to an eating contest and say, can I take some home? It's like, and then she leaves before the contest is even over. She comes up to me and says, okay, bye. And she walks off.
She got dinner now.
Yeah. She goes, my husband loves burritos. So I was like, hey, you
do you, girl. You do you.
I'm sure your husband appreciates that. That was fantastic. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Let's talk about your standards somehow. As long as you didn't beat the little guy, you're okay.
Because, like I said, I represent the large.
That's what you do.
Large
He is representing for the small.
As long as I can out jump little guy, I'm okay. Oh, you really reached for the stars, James. You could at least. I'm gonna beat Colt Brennan.
No. I took the weakest one and I said I'm not gonna beat the weakest one.
Did he beat the pageant girls?
He was cheating. I mean, but he's a comedian too, so he's playfully cheating. So like it comes wrapped with a lot of foil. So like, he was putting food inside the foil, wrapping it up, and hiding it around the.
But he was making it really obvious, right? Okay.
No, it wasn't. You didn't really win anything. It was just basically a fundraiser for the two young ladies.
So you just lose integrity, huh? That's all you do.
You lose your dignity.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Everybody wins.
It was so funny because they go, the winner gets a 10-pound burrito. So I was like, this is one contest where if you win, you're still a loser.
I have never felt like winning eating contests with people. It's like you don't feel like a winner afterwards.
Exactly.
You want to die.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, it got to a point where, like, and this happened when I was eating at the kitchen on Maui on Friday. I ate I got the Hawaiian plate, and that thing is like, that is so huge I couldn't even finish it. The Kalua pig was just too much of the same thing, and then it's just like, oh, I can't eat any more of it. I was still able to eat some more, but so like the burrito was just too much of the same thing. It's like, oh, this again. I don't know. My mouth is finicky. I don't know. Ladies like it though. Anyways.
Since you were at the kitchen, did you have a deep fried spam musubi?
Yes, I did, and it was delicioso.
Yes, it was.
I love that place.
I had one a couple weeks ago. Sorry.
The one here?
Yeah, the one over here.
I gotta go check that out because they said they're very consistent.
I don't like the way they serve it though. They kind of like cut it in half, put it on this humongous plate, and serve it to me. Just serve it to me in that little plate with that. And my grandma would serve me as spam musubi on.
Or wrap it in some saran wrap.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I'm used to musubis.
Yeah, like that.
And that's hashtag real talk.
Real talk.
Real local real talk. All right.
On Twitter, it would be at the kitchen.
For real kind talk.
And if like the people at the kitchen want to hook us up, I mean, maybe we'll probably get Island Hustlers before we get the kitchen to hook us up. Now, would you? Okay, like if somebody asked you, Chad, I'm looking for a stripper, and everybody has their fantasies. And they wanted somebody that like maybe look like a young Pat Morita. So, for those of you that don't know, that's Mr. Miyagi of Karate Kid.
You know what's funny? I don't think anyone actually knows what Pat Morita looked like when he was young. Even on Happy Days, he looked old.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. So if there is a bachelorette out there, I was like, I've always had this fantasy of having sex with Mr. Miyagi. Or Arnold from Happy Days.
I will wax on, wax off all over the place.
Really? Okay, so I was gonna try to add some money and see how much you do it, but I guess you do it for free.
One time I would do it for free.
Really? In front of like a room full of people? Like,
yeah.
Take off all your clothes and be in thong.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's on, and we gotta make
Challenge accepted.
It'll make for a good story.
Wow, that's a good attitude. We haven't been using Chad's talents the way we should be, living up to his potential.
And I'm glad we caught it before you took it down to South Beach.
Hey, that's hashtag real talk.
Yeah.
We should do that. So, any of you listeners out there, if you're looking for, this is very niche. If you're looking for,
Yes,
you're
I am a little niche.
if you're looking for speaking of, I'm getting a phone call from Gene of Island Hustlers right now. Look
nice.
So,
Are we broadcasting live?
but
He's like, yo, give me Mr. Miyagi.
yo,
Put
this is Gene.
Miyagi-san on the phone.
This is Gene from Island Hustlers. We were looking for Mr. Miyagi stripper since Karate Kid 3, man. That would be so awesome. And then while you're doing that, you can have the other strippers come out in Cobra Kai uniforms, and you beat them. Yeah.
And I'll just jump when they sweep the leg.
Everybody's doing that. They have that drum, but then it's a dildo.
Dildo with 2 balls.
There you go. So any of you out there listening, and you need a stripper, and that's not muscular, that's not tall, and not,
Rhythm optional.
and you want a stripper for free, Chad Waggle is down to do that.
Once.
Hawaii's premier gentleman.
Oh, that's going to go on my business card.
Speaking of, I'm going to make you guys some business cards.
Woo!
That is awesome, Chad. So we got to come up with a stripper name for you, but something like sexy, not like Mr. Miyagi. I mean,
Isn't that sexy?
Mr. Miyagi
Yeah.
or Miyagi Do Karate.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now what? Like, let's look at Chad. Let's give him those of you listening and you want to chime in, guyswithissues@gmail.com. Let us know what you, look at his picture on our website, marscomedy.com.
Does this mean that I got a profile on the page too now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stripper profile. You know what we should do? We should promote that. Maybe do like a fusion or something. And they have like everybody who come to see. Look, he's nodding. He's
Yes.
down for this.
I don't think I know any of the bartenders over there anymore, but sure.
No, we don't need to know. If we come in there and we promote and we tell them, hey, we're gonna bring in a straight guy.
Miyagi-Do.
We're gonna bring in Pat Morita Jr. And he is gonna show you his funny business. Wow, this is gonna be exciting.
Chad Morita.
Chad Morita.
No.
No?
I actually went to school with a guy named Chad Morita.
You hate him?
No, it's not that I hate him, but I don't want people to think that he's stripping.
Oh, you want to be more famous than him? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I ain't that motherfucker.
I need to make sure that I have my position established as the number 2 most famous Chad from Roosevelt class of 2000.
Number 2, who's number 1?
Chad Owens.
Man, if you strip in front of these people and it goes viral on YouTube, you'll
Yeah.
be way more popular than Chad Owens. Then you'll be the Chad
Yeah.
from Roosevelt High School.
He's like, yeah. Breathless. Speechless.
Man,
Mind blown.
Russell is just drooling all over his microphone. Why don't you just take off your clothes right now? I mean, you know what? Maybe you should do that and just go in there and say hi to the ladies.
No, but then that would be the one time.
Okay, true. Oh, well, I thought you meant like one time per person.
No, not one time per person. It's like one time is enough for a story. After that, I expect to get paid.
Okay, but
We got a diva over here all
I
of a
know.
sudden.
What a bitch.
I'm never working with this guy again.
All of a sudden he wants like yellow M&Ms only in his room. How about okay, so we gotta come up with a stripper name for you, like Steel or something like that, or right? Like or Chain Link or something like that, or you can see what kind of male strippers I like, right? I want a hard guy. Oh, Man of Steel. There you go.
Iron Dragon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because then it's the Asian thing,
Yeah.
right? And he comes out to...
Just Tajiri's old entrance music or something.
Yeah.
We gotta come up with something. Okay, so Chad is gonna do a strip show, and this is gonna be, and you cannot be drunk. You cannot have a drink. You have to be sober because I want to see the pain in your eyes. I want to see the confusion and the sorrow. I want you to feel the guilt.
Yeah. I want you to know what you're doing.
Yes, yes. You know, it's funny because like when I'm downstairs, 939.
Boys Premier Gentlemen's Club.
And then we get like, if you're celebrating somebody's birthday
Right.
or whatever, we'll get a table dance. So we get the girls to the table dance. I always tell them, I was here on my birthday, so I was here on my table dance. I told the girl, her name was Lily, I said, don't smile when you do it. She's like, oh, why? Because I want you to feel forced to do this. Because that's my fantasy. Is that horrible? Is that horrible of me?
For dancing?
No.
I don't.
You came inside to, literally,
Well,
for a fantasy, you know?
she was dancing. She's very sexy, by the way. She was dancing. She's beautiful. She was doing what she was, supposed to be doing.
And
But then
she's
I
giving you
wanted-
your fantasy.
Yeah, but then I wanted more. Was that
What
was
did you
that a
want?
prick? I wanted her to act like this is what she's doing is like she feels bad about herself.
Yeah, but that's your fantasy. That's what they do at a gentleman's club. Especially a premier gentleman's club.
No, okay, all right.
I mean, it could have been like weird if you're like, when you don't smile, just make like you feel bad, and can you cook me some spam,
Then
like that.
that's a different fantasy. I'll pay extra for that.
You cook me some spam while you're on the
Or maybe
table.
not spam, but like, hey, you know what would be awesome? If we just go and you just cook dinner. I mean,
No, don't put on your clothes. Just like this. Just like this.
yeah, he's just be like, hey, every guy has his fantasy. Mine would happen to be, I need somebody to cook in the house, and if you can cook fast enough for through one song.
Clothing optional? And by optional, I mean none.
No, you can be fully clothed. You can be, wear a costume. I don't care, but just come to the house and
You
do.
dress like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Hey, look, I got Winnie the Pooh making me a ham sandwich. That's a fantasy.
Honey glazed ham?
It doesn't matter. That's a fantasy. Like, or even like, I would pay a woman, and I've done this. Actually, I've done this. I
Wait
went.
for it. Wait for it.
This is hashtag real talk. Okay, I've been at the mall looking for clothes to buy my, at the time, 8-year-old daughter.
Uh-huh.
Going out of my mind because the women's section in the mall or in any store is fucking crazy.
Okay.
It's not like us guys.
It's like,
Everything is where it's supposed to be.
right.
Okay, Chad, when you go to buy a belt, where's the belt in the men's section?
In the men's section, it's by the pants.
Why is it by the pants, Russell?
Because that's where belts can go. On the pants.
Exactly. Now, Chad, where is the belts? Maybe I should ask Chad. Chad might actually know
I
the
know
right
the answer.
Russell, where is the belts when in the women's section? Women's belt. Because I went to the store to buy my daughter a belt.
Right.
Where is the belt? Where should it be?
It should be in the pants section, but I'm assuming it's not.
No, it is not. And
Where
I
do
looked-
you think it is, Russell?
In the socks section?
and you're just guessing. I asked the dude in the store in a different department. I'm looking for a belt for my daughter, but she's my daughter's tall, so she doesn't wear like little girly, belts. She wears women's or junior miss size belt. Where's the belts? Oh, it's by the pants. I go by the girl's pants. Nothing.
Right.
An hour I'm walking around. Guess where the women's belts are?
Where?
By the bags.
They're considered an accessory.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
And only a woman would know that. For an hour, I was looking for a belt for my daughter, and it was nowhere near any clothing that I was thinking it should be. I even went to the underwear section. So, okay, maybe it's not by the pants. And it was by the bags. And I was like, what? My sister tells me I'm an idiot. I said, yeah, because it's an accessory. That's why your bag's supposed to match your belt, supposed to match your shoes.
Like, isn't it a utility to hold my pants?
But I put
man, it is.
I put it on my pants. That's what it's supposed to. That's why I go to the men's section. It's by the pants. It didn't make
Do you match your belt to your bag before you match it to your pants?
something like that. Now you're making me even more confused. Then so we go and this is like last week to buy her jeans. My daughter some jeans.
Right.
Now in the men's section, you have a wall and all the jeans are right there.
Right.
In that one section of all jeans.
Yep. The jeans section.
Women's section is not like that.
Ah.
Women's has jeans here, has jeans here, is jeans all on the other side. Because I guess they go by the designer or something.
Okay.
It's all over the place. And I was like, God, it's just driving me crazy. I mean, nothing against women, and you know, I'm the idiot. I can't figure out how they shop. Maybe they just walk around until they find something nice. I think
That's what it seems like.
it's like that's the I think that's the joy of it, is that, you know, they like to look through things and see what, you know, is nice and find stuff that they bump into. Like, oh, this is cute. But as a man, I walk in, my poor daughter, okay, we know your size. Go straight to it. We buy it, and we're out of here. Like a football game.
Yeah.
We're in a huddle.
You got the game plan.
We went to Old Navy, and I was so frustrated. I gave a woman $20 to help my daughter find clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, when was this?
This was not recent. This was when she was 8.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, if this was last week, you should have called me up, dude.
Yeah, I don't want you shopping near my daughter.
No. I would just give you my coupons.
Oh no, it was a while ago, but
Okay.
I didn't need coupons. I don't care how much it costs. I will buy it, but I hate looking for clothes. My daughter is in that. She's a tomboy because I'm raising her,
Mm-hmm.
but she's in that section where she would like to look like a girl now. So I had to buy her like fitted jeans. This is what she wanted, and my heart is breaking. You know, the ladies say, "Oh, it's so cute because it hugs her legs. It makes her legs look longer, and she looks taller." And then my daughter turns around and it hugs her butt. So I was like, yeah, but I'm not happy with what's going on with the booty. Can we get something in a hip-hop wear where she's dressed like the Brat or something? I was like, oh, my goodness. Yeah, last year I paid a woman to help me find clothes for my daughter. So
Wow.
that's hashtag real talk.
Yeah. No doubt.
So if anybody out there want to help me shop, hit me up, guyswithissues@gmail.com, and I'll pay you, and then Chad can strip for you. So hashtag real talk right there.
What a deal!
Yeah, you get to buy clothes for a 9-year-old girl, and you can get
A short, awkward stripper.
you can get Mr. Miyagi strip for you, who's the height of a 9-year-old boy.
The guys with issues total package, huh? Can be yours if the price is right.
Every podcast has a prize pack, and that's just ours right there. So subscribe to Guys with Issues prize pack. You guys suck. That is horrible. But yeah, that was an awesome week.
Good. I'm glad it was.
What did you guys have going on this weekend?
I got drunk and played Trivial Pursuit. I won.
Really? Where? Of course you won. You're the trivia dude. That's why you're a Spock. You're a Spock on this show.
I kind of won by default, though. Everyone else was just too drunk to continue.
But you still won.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. You could have poked him in the eye and they got the answer wrong. I'm still proud of you.
No matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Yeah.
Winning's winning.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it? Was this amongst friends or was
Yeah,
this at a
amongst
bar?
friends.
Uh,
No, I can't hang with the bar trivia crowd. They are way smarter than I am.
Bar trivia? Where did you do that at?
Downbeat?
There's Manifest.
Oh, Manifest, yeah.
They do one. I think Fresh Cafe does like one a month where they do like buzzer trivia.
Wow.
So it's like you're ringing in to do the trivia.
Right.
Every place else that does it, it's all write down the answers.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, they make teams and everything.
Yeah,
I've been asked to go a couple times, but I'm like,
We should do that together. The
Yeah,
guys issues
guys that-
team.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
It's on
yeah.
Tuesdays, yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's on Tuesdays. 'Cause I remember having a hard time getting there, but yeah, let's do it. You
Or
know?
we could do the buzzer one.
Where's that?
Fresh Cafe.
Okay, we'll check. Well,
It'll
depends
be
on the
even
thing.
harder to find parking.
Oh, awesome. That way, anybody upset at parking? Bang, 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 bang. Hey, motherfucker. That's my biggest issue.
Anybody else want to tap the owner? Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, that one is nice.
Yeah, she's good looking.
You
Yeah.
said you
Yeah.
word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just because she's good looking doesn't mean she's. I need to get her at a.
She's a
Island-
small business owner.
I need to get her at an Island Hustlers show, and then take the stage, and then have her yell at me, "Take it off!"
She used to own that. We sell stuff on eBay.
Oh, I know. Okay, cool.
That building that's right next to Fresh Cafe, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, she used to sell shit on eBay, and that's how she made her empire.
Oh, empire. That sounds.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
That is sexy.
A
And she is
woman with an
sexy. She's
empire.
good looking.
I have a thing for women with power.
You do?
It's weird because I have a thing with women.
At the same time, you just told me, I want you to look like you were forced to do this.
That's a fantasy. But I have a thing. No, it's weird. I have like on different sides of the rainbow or whatever. It's not gay or nothing, but not
Okay,
different.
James.
Not different sides of the fence. I notice I have a thing for women with power. Like if I see a police, I can see the police, thing. Like if I see a policewoman, and then it's kind of like, it's kind of hot.
I would like her to frisk me.
Yeah, well, I don't want her touching me. I just do what I do on her, and then I leave. That's when she'll be, when I put my thing on her, then she'll be like, take it off!
So it's that you want to have more power than the women with power.
Maybe. I don't know.
You
Well,
want to overpower the women with power.
maybe. See, maybe. Because
Overpower
I
is a weird word.
I also have a thing for waitresses.
You want to overpower a waitress?
I don't know.
They bring you stuff.
Yes. See, then like I said, I want to just cook. It's like, we don't even have to have sex. Let's just come over and do house things. Come over and hang out and watch reality shows on the TV and listen to me go, are we watching this shit again? Really? Housewives? Really? So how many neighborhoods housewives are we going to be watching? And then, I'll give her $100 and then be like, okay, thanks. I think they do that in Japan, right?
I don't know.
I would pay a woman. But that's legal though, because it's only if you're paying for sex.
Right.
So I can pay a woman and be like, all right, can you just come over and then just keep talking to me and let me say, shut up, just shut the fuck up, and then just keep talking though. Oh really? You're gonna yell at me now? Yeah, but you don't do that to your mother, do you? I just keep,
I'm sure if it is, it's very niche. Especially in Hawaii, very niche.
I'm gonna try to. We should try to do that, and then we'll make money. We'll be the only ones. Like, if you want the girlfriend experience,
The real girlfriend experience.
Hashtag-
real.
that's real talk, Kobe Bryant. That's the whole hashtag. Hashtag real talk, Kobe Bryant. You can only type in one word because the hashtag is too long. That's the business that we should try to tap into. The girlfriend experience. What else? Maybe like hire the girl to take you someplace you don't want to go, and you just like bitch and moan the whole time there. Really? The museum again? I don't even like art. And she just act like,
Hire her to take you to the opera and keep elbowing you when you're falling asleep.
Well, see, there you go. There's more we can do more. But I don't know. But I don't know if I would date a woman that goes to the opera.
Why? What's wrong with that?
I'm not against the opera.
You ever get women who like the opera?
There are certain types, though. You know what I mean? Like in college, I dated a Latina girl from the Bronx, Puerto Rican girl, and I liked that. She would tell me, "Shut the fuck up." You know how to cook it yourself. Talk back to me.
You like that? I was like, ooh.
Because I don't want a woman to just do what I say. I want her to, be strong, independent. I don't want her to let me push her. I don't want her to let my ways push her around or anything.
So if that girl that gave you the table and you said, I want you to look like I forced you, she's like, shut the fuck up.
That would have been yeah. Hey, hashtag real talk, Kobe Bryant. That would have been nice right there. There used to be a bartender here. Her name was Tina, and me and Sarge liked her because she would tell us whatever, like you guys are stupid. I was like, ooh, that's nice, and she was Puerto Rican too. Yeah, but then after a while, I was kind of like, all right, ease up. Let's see. Bring in the next girl. I guess paid girlfriend. We gotta look into that.
Paid girlfriend.
Yeah, but no sex.
No sex.
Yeah, you go to the massage parlor to have sex. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Maybe we should work on that. Guys with issues. You want issues? We'll bring some issues to you.
Guys with issues, girlfriend experience.
Girlfriend experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's no sex because it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But we can get that girl that just nags.
Yeah.
Or the cold girl. Or a girl.
Are you still what are you looking at?
I don't know, but she's stroking a brush near her like it's a penis, and and she's hot too.
You're missing out, Russell.
Yeah. See, we're in the locker room. Russell's outside the locker room.
Around the corner.
Hey, he's a stripper, just so you know. See, we should do that. We should talk to Stuart.
Mm-hmm.
Stuart owns 939. Have for the ladies, maybe like an anniversary, have Chad strip for them.
I'll do that.
Yeah, look at Chad. And then when you come back, and then you'll be like the man. Like, hey, it's Chad.
I would be something, all right.
It's not like Chad. Chad's got some balls.
To show for the right price.
Oh, but when we say strip, fully nude or just G-string?
No, we have to see the balls.
What's up with you, dude?
I'm speaking for everybody else.
Russell's like, no, we have to see the balls. Wow. I would okay, G-string. I would go G-string, and then we can pack some stuff into your banana hammock. Maybe put like a roll of quarters or something in there.
Roll of quarters.
If we put a roll of quarters in there, I'm not going to be dancing very energetically. I would be afraid.
You want to put actual banana? That wouldn't be like believable. It might
I
be.
don't think a roll of quarters would be believable either.
But it'll be ribbed for her pleasure. I wonder if they actually.
That would be funny, They spin it like a helicopter.
It'll rip off. He'll give himself a wedgie.
Everyone's giving you dollars. You're like, here's your change.
I'm going to make it hail up in this bitch.
I like the way he changed his voice. Here's your change. Because I'm a man.
This is what Chad sounds like.
And then we can call him the paper boy.
Start out the show with a rolled up newspaper and a G-string.
And end up with 50 cents left. Ladies and gentlemen, star advertisers, Chad the paper boy.
Extra, extra, read all about this.
Read about. All right, so Chad's got a roll of quarters in his banana hammock, and it's ribbed for her pleasure.
It is.
Have you ever used a ribbed for her pleasure condom?
Yes.
It's not really ribbed. It's just like the material, right? It just does a thing.
Lumpy.
Yeah, but it's not like. I heard like some guys, they put rubber bands around their penis.
Right.
And then they put a condom on it so that it's ribbed or whatever's. So that, it has that, that textured something feeling. You know what I'm talking about. But the condom I looked at, I was like, ribbed? That is not even like, when you put it on, it kind of like smooths out though. You know what I mean? It's not like, So what is the deal with that? Spock? Make something up.
Well, I guess it's like an intermediate step between a regular smooth condom and then having something like with like actual bumps and stuff, where it's like almost like a French tickler.
Oh, French tickler. He's good. I like this guy. Okay, so do women like when the penis has bumps on it?
I don't think you should be asking me about things that women like, James.
Well, you're the genius, man. You throw something in there.
Some things are mysterious even to me.
Yeah. So the G spot is inside of a woman's vagina feels very nice, Chad. I don't know if you noticed, but
So I've heard.
And it's not really sugary walls. It's more salty. But
Has Prince lied to me?
do you got news?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
It's time for Daily News with Chad Wago.
It's the news with Chad.
Speaking of vaginas, happy International Clitoris Awareness Week, guys.
Wait, this coming week or this past week?
From May 6th through the 12th.
Holy crap! May 6th through May 12th is what, Chad?
International Clitoris Awareness Week.
Hey, ladies, you guys hear that? This coming week is International Clitoris Awareness Week. Unfortunately, men have no idea about this week.
They're not aware.
Yes.
And that's why they need to make us aware of it.
So what is that? Okay, so St. Patrick's Day, you dress up like an Irish.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So should we all dress up like a clitoris? We all have a hood halfway off. We have a pink cap underneath.
Everyone shaves their heads and wears their hoodies like half up.
Oh no, do like a pink swimming cap. And then, whatever color.
Yes, everybody thinks the clitoris is on their head. Huh?
There it is.
Clitoris awareness.
We all
week.
walk around in a little rowboat.
Rowboat?
Oh, it's the man in the rowboat. Yeah.
Awesome. What you got about that?
It's being presented by Clitorade.
Clitorade?
That is the group that's producing this.
A drink. Is that a drink?
No, it's a group.
It's only for squirters, apparently.
You need to rehydrate.
Imagine if a coach got that poured on him.
I thought that was like a drugstore, not Rite Aid, but Clitorade.
That would be the best place to go for condoms, I would think.
It would be the worst place to go for Band-Aids, though.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of stuff to catch blood over at Clitorade.
Get your gauze pad at Clitorade. If you got the visits from Aunt Flo, get your gauze pads at Clitorade. I wonder what did they use. What did the women use back in the days?
Rags.
Before rags. So that's why they got rags?
Mm-hmm.
So women would walk around with like dirty t-shirts in their pantaloons?
No, rags. Not dirty t-shirt.
Well, that's what rags usually are, right? It's like,
No,
I'm
rags
not-
are like torn up pieces of clothing.
Okay, so like you say, okay, I'm not using that shirt anymore.
At one time, rags were just literally rags. Just
Oh, like the scraps that you get when
Yeah.
you're trying to make other stuff.
So,
Yeah.
so back in those days, I bet the women's bathroom had a big sign that says, "Do not flush ye old rags in the toilet."
rags.
Seriously, don't flush ye old rags.
Hashtag real talk.
ye real
Kobe
talk.
Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
El Kobe Bryant. Because it's France.
All right.
But yeah, this is the first annual International Clitoris Awareness Week. They're planning on having it the first full week of every May, which is National Masturbation Month.
The same time? Wait, so we just passed the... Wait.
Last
May-
month, April was National Masturbation
No,
Month?
no, May is National Masturbation Month.
Oh, the month. Oh, so okay. Wow. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, this guy, Mike Coolidge, is going to be directing a DVD of various porn stars masturbating, and it's going to be called I Love My Clitoris. All proceeds will be going to Clitorade. Their charity thing is usually fighting against genital mutilation.
Okay.
Not feeding the hungry or homeless or just something that can. I guess they do that in other countries, right? Mutilate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they circumcise.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that word, clitorade. It's like, I guess while you're going down on a girl and you get tired, you need to rehydrate with clitorade. I can just see the commercial.
Clitorade. Is it in you?
Michael Jordan's down there on his new wife and like, honey, you need some clitorade?
Like Mike.
No,
like Mike.
I want to eat like Mike, like Mike. If I could
Mikey
eat.
will eat it.
And then the new logo has Michael Jordan's wife with her legs spread open like the Jordan Airs, but it's the wife with her legs spread open.
There's a little swoosh in the middle of the silhouette.
My question is, well, what are they gonna do? I mean, is the proceeds go to the national
Did you see the pussy?
mutilation
Proceeds.
of the proceeds? What does that like? What do they do? What does that do? Like,
I think that they're trying to educate like people in other countries, like, hey, you should not do that. This is fucked up, guys.
that's what they do. They
I have
spend all the
no
money
idea.
on like educating. They don't have did they make like some task force, like some SWAT team or something?
Hey, stop mutilating your clitoris.
I figure it's got to be at least as effective as the guys that were going after Coney, right?
Exactly.
But who's the bad guy in this?
Oh, okay, so, however, if Coney's mutilating clitorises,
Child clitorises.
clitori?
I think it's clitorises. I'm not sure.
Clitorises?
No, but they have like some SWAT team. I would fund that. If there's a SWAT team going after
But
this
I'm saying, if Coney was mutilating clitorises, then they'd have two armies coming after him.
Would they be like a literal SWAT team where it's like guys are going with scalpels towards girls' vaginas and you're like, no.
No, I would guns and like the clit squad. Like,
And they shoot lube?
right in the eye.
Oh, you got me. Now I'm all slippery. I can't even stand up straight. Damn you, clitorade. Like Mike. If I can eat like Mike.
It would be like, the A team, except the C
The V team?
The C team?
I like the C team, man.
Yeah.
Because in clit and cunt.
Yeah.
Kind of covers it all. I don't like that word cunt. I love it.
Okay.
What you got next?
Moving on. Let's head down to Florida, our
Of
favorite.
course. What's going on in Florida?
James Sutton, age 34, of St. Petersburg, Florida, called 911 80 times, trying to order Kool-Aid, burgers, and weed. And he just kept calling them until they showed up at his house to arrest him.
911?
Yes.
I'm sure there's somebody else he could have called for
Shouldn't
that.
they have just came like on the first 2 times or so?
Maybe it was just taking them that long to get there.
How many times did he call?
80 times. 80.
I
They
would've-
say it takes a long time for the cops to get to the hood.
That is dumb.
Yeah, and once they packed him in the back of the squad car, he started trying to eat the foam over the barrier.
Man, they should just shoot that guy. Some people just need to be not around anymore,
Yeah.
like that guy. Speaking of eating something weird, I think they have like the weirdest addictions or something like that. And I was watching this in Maui in a hotel room. The bed was freaking comfortable. I just stayed in the room most of the time. But this woman was addicted to eating Vapor Rub. Like
Wow.
first they started out, and I love it because it's just like me. The story gets weirder and weirder as it goes on. First, she was addicted to sniffing it, just smelling it. Like every 30 minutes, she needs a fix. Even the finger, the one that looks like a finger, you sniff it, or even the jar. She was to have stashes of Vicks Vapor Rub, and then she says, then in a commercial, then it comes back as it was. What I really like to do is I like to taste it. So she would like finger, like take a scoop and then put it on her tongue. And she would like just let it sit there and she'd eat. Then, it got weirder. She made tea out of it. She would put white Vapor Rub on her tea bag and make tea. And her family was like so pissed.
Would she spread it on her scones that went with the tea as well?
I don't know, but she was getting pretty nuts. The family was all pissed, and because she was like they tried to get her to stop, but she kept stashing it, like she would hide it all over the place. And,
Yeah.
she would always smell like Vicks, just like and she rubs it on her chest, and she had a problem. Then they show this other lady who was addicted to eating tire shavings.
Tire shavings.
So
Where do you even get that from?
she is addicted to getting tire shavings. She says she loves the way it feels. She loves the way it tastes. She loves to chew it. She puts it in her mouth like she twists them up. When you get a new tire, it has those rubber
Pokey things.
things.
Yeah.
So she'll like rip a bunch of them out and she would eat them. She would eat like maybe the equivalent of a bowl a day. A day, and she's been doing this for years.
Where did she get all those things from?
So her husband is like pissed. Her fiance.
Right.
Stop doing that shit. This is stupid. Yada yada. He doesn't swear, but I like when they swear more. So he's like, I wish you would stop doing that. And then they tell you where she gets it from. Her fiance works at a tire factory. So enabler.
Enabler.
I hate when you use my drugs. Stop using the drugs that I bring to you.
I'm always fucking my stash for.
I brought this home just to let it sit here, not for you to use them. What a asshole. What a dummy.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, but they were white.
Tired
Yeah.
of this shit.
Yeah. All right, what you got next?
Tired of this shit.
Yeah.
He snuck that one in. didn't he?
I see what you did there.
That's hashtag real talk. Kobe Bryant.
Hashtag Miyagi dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also in Florida, Dalen Holloman, age 20, another 911 caller. He called from inside a 7-Eleven in Daytona Beach, Florida. When they asked him what the emergency was, he said he doesn't know. He didn't know why he called. They asked him, are you on drugs or alcohol? And he didn't know that either. And he just kept talking to them, not knowing the answer to anything, until finally they asked what his name was, and he said, I'm a monkey.
Hello, 911.
Hello? Okay, what's your emergency?
I don't know.
Is something wrong?
Not sure.
Is somebody hurt or injured?
Who?
Who is this? Who is this? Are you at a zoo?
I am a monkey. I am a monkey. Someone shocked me. Someone shocked me tonight.
Where are you?
That means 7-Eleven, buddy, in Sarasota. Oh, stupid.
So eventually they sent the cops to talk to the monkey guy.
Not Humane Society?
No. The police got over, and the police officer tried to explain to him that he was not, in fact, a monkey. One of the ways that he tried to prove it was like, look at what you're wearing. You're wearing human clothes. A monkey doesn't wear human clothes, therefore you're human. His response was to strip. Because that way, he's like, monkeys don't wear clothes. Don't wear clothes, because I'm a monkey.
Someone didn't do their drama class research. Did it? What? Monkeys don't wear clothes? Oh, look at this. I am now a monkey. Where do you go from there? No, sir, you're not a monkey.
They arrested him for indecent exposure.
You're not a monkey, sir. Monkeys climb trees. Oh, shit. You got me? He's like, oh, damn it. I ain't climbing trees, but I will throw my poop at you.
You're not a monkey. You are under arrest.
All right, what you got?
All right, in celebrity news, Mama June, a.k.a. June Shannon, and Sugar Bear, a.k.a. Mike Thompson, the parents of Alana Thompson, who I believe you're familiar with, James.
Honey Boo Boo Child?
Yes.
I love that girl.
They got married today.
Really?
Yes.
What? Honey Boo Boo is now a legitimate child?
I think she's going to be illegitimate for the rest of her life because she was born out of wedlock, right?
Oh, is that how it goes? Okay, all right.
I don't know.
I'm glad you had hope for her, though.
Yeah, I'm going to make an honest woman out of you, big mama. I had 5 kids with you, but I think now is the time to get married. That is the one huge family, by the way. Mm-hmm. I wish that show never had an off season. I wish it was on all the time. Yes, like instead of was it Housewives, you should have Honey Boo Boo Child all the time. Mm-hmm. That is a sexy family.
You say so?
I think it's probably going to be a pretty sexy wedding as well. Guests have been instructed to wear hot pink and or camouflage gear.
Wait a minute, hot pink. Big Mama wearing hot pink?
Like no, Big Mama wearing camouflage gear.
Maybe she's wearing hot pink camo gear.
No, but Big Mama in all pink looks like a pig. Can you imagine her whole family wearing pink? They're like a whole pigsty.
So are you saying Big Mama in camo, she's a tank?
Maybe just a Jeep.
She instead of here comes the bride, everybody just goes, sweet.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Oh man.
Here comes Babe. That's Honey Boo Boo Child's new name, Babe. I bet, I'm going to miss her because she's going to grow up and she's going to change. And she's no longer going to be like,
Should be like Honey Boo Boo Teen.
yeah, but then she's not going to be crazy anymore. She's going to start to know, like, whoa, the way I've acted previously,
It's very obnoxious.
yeah, I'm so obnoxious. I'm very inappropriate.
What if
and
she just gets crazier though?
I don't think so because I think she doesn't know that she's acting that way. So that's,
But they're encouraging that kind of behavior.
yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I'm hopeful.
Also, it's not that she's actually a pretty nice kid. They actually tried to help a local Girl Scout troop that Honey Boo Boo was friends with one of the Girl Scouts sell their cookies.
Oh, I'm not saying she's like they're bad people. They're not bad people at
Yeah.
all. They're just very weird, and I love weird people.
You
Okay.
better recognize.
Yeah, redneckanize. You better redneckanize. I love that. Oh, what you got next?
Farrah Abraham, the teen mom girl with the professionally produced sex tape.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes, she has now decided to start taking pole dancing classes
Yay!
so that she can do a pole dancing exercise video
What?
for new mothers. I think this woman is a hero.
Everything is good in the world.
Yeah. Wait till she teaches Big Mama.
Chael Sonnen of the UFC wants to buy the WWE.
Who?
Well,
Chael Sonnen? I think he just got his ass kicked by John Bones Jones.
Okay. So a fighter.
Yeah.
do you have enough money to buy the
Like
WWE?
$1 billion?
No, it's WWE is worth $500 million right now.
And he has that?
He is claiming that he already has investors lining up to help him out. WWE representative responded by saying, "We're a publicly traded company, so you can
Are
buy
you- are
stock
you-
like everyone else."
Are you alright with that microphone there? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Just adjusting
Are
it.
you taking drugs, man? You're a little fidgety today there, Mr. Miyagi. I know what it is. You're a little uncomfortable when you talk about Honey Boo Boo Child. I think you have a secret crush on her. Honey Boo Boo Child. Can you imagine, like, when she's old enough? I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on Honey Boo Boo Child.
Obviously.
When she's old enough and, like, she's, like, 18 and then she's, like, wants to have sex all the time. And then, like, somebody who's having sex with her would like her for her fame. So he's like, come on, do it. And he's like, he's having sex or he's doing her. Say it. No, I don't want to say it. Say it. Honey Boo Boo Child! Skeet. Honey Boo Boo.
You think they did that with, what's his name? What you talking about, Willis kid?
Yeah.
Say it! What are you talking about, Willis?
I wonder if it's like that with all, like,
All those people had catchphrases.
JJ Walker.
that pussy was dynamite. I wonder if his dick is huge. Cause he's like,
Why would you wonder that?
no, just now.
I just thought, just like,
Just a random thought. There's a random thought for you.
I thought it was something that you put like thought into.
Because when I go into my thoughts or like when I talk about something, I visualize it. Like I just saw Honey Boo Boo Child as an adult having sex with cum all over her face. So what you got next, Chad?
Wrapping up our theme for the episode, Kobe Bryant.
Hey.
Hey.
His mom, Pamela Bryant, is trying to sell some of his old jerseys,
Oh, I saw
high
that.
school memorabilia, championship rings, and trophies in order to purchase a house in Nevada. Kobe says she doesn't own any of that, and she needs to stop because that's all his stuff. She's upset because he offered to buy her a house in Vegas worth about like $500,000 or something. And she's like, but you bought your mother-in-law a $3.2 million home out in, I think it was Newport Beach.
So he bought his mother-in-law a better house than his own mother.
Yes. Well, his defense is he's been buying her stuff for years.
So what? That's your
That's your
freaking
mom.
mom, dude.
You will buy, if you're rich like that, you'll buy her stuff till the end of time.
Are you listening? Hashtag real talk, Kobe Bryant.
Right? That is ridiculous. You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe maybe somebody might be a little bit pussy whipped. I think,
Yeah.
You know, because then he cheats on her and he buys her that gigantic ring,
Right.
and then he's all like, he got a you got a tattoo and a butterfly or something with her,
Yeah.
and a clitoris or something,
Right.
and then this,
Even a real black mamba would buy a mom black mamba a house.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would take care of my people, my immediate family
Yeah.
before I take care of, if I ever get married. I'm like, hey, your mom is cool. I'll give her, you know what it is? His wife is probably like, it's our money, and I want to buy my mom. She comes home like, honey, mamba, mambito,
Mambita.
mamba, she's like,
Mamba mia.
my little mambino. So I was looking at Newport Beach want ads, and they had like a house for like $3.5 million. I was wondering if we could get that for my mom. Okay. Okay. See, women have the power over us, gentlemen. That's the number one guys with issue there.
I don't blame the mom. The mom was selling the stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. Come on, Kobe.
Yeah, step up, man. Take care of your mom. I mean, if that's not her stuff, can you take your shit out of your mom's house?
Yeah. That's the least you could do. It's not like you're doing anything the rest of the season.
Okay. I mean, it's not like you can't hire like 50 people to go and pick up your shit, you know?
Yeah.
Or the guys with issues, you could hire us too.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't do it, man.
You wouldn't do it?
No, not for Kobe Bryant, man. No hate. No hate.
Tweet that out. I would not pick up your stuff from your mom's house. Real talk, Kobe
Right.
Bryant.
But I'd holler at your mom. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. And that's the weekly update with Chad Wago.
That was the news by Chad Wago.
And now it's time for some Uncle Russell's useless trivia.
We're just doing this so you sing a song.
Yeah. It's time for Uncle Russell's useless trivia.
Trivia, it's Uncle Russell, useless trivia.
Should have a camera to record that.
The visual was way better than the audio at that time. The A was no good. The V was very good. Audio video.
I actually really didn't have anything. Today we were talking about the Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
So it literally was just to try and make me sing.
Yes.
It literally was.
And that was
Uncle Russell's useless trivia. So, what you guys got going on coming up this week? Clitoris Week. Clitoris Awareness Week. We don't have any more open mic. Edge is closed for renovations. So until then, go somewhere else to do open mic.
There's Moxley's roast this week.
Go ahead, talk over the music.
Yeah, over at Bar 7 on Thursday night, we're going to make fun of comedian Robert Moxley because he's leaving.
And the song is saying, I Want You Around. This is by the Ramones, by the way. Punk rock group back in the 80s. Never heard this song? I want you around. I want you around. Ooh. Don't ruin the song.
Don't do this to him, man.
Ooh. Harmonize. Want you around. Ooh. Anyway, you jerks need to find that song and listen. Both you got Spotify, Russell?
Yeah.
It's on Spotify. What about you? You got
I use Slacker internet radio.
I'll check it on Slacker, man, if they have it. But yeah,
I'm sure they have a bunch of Ramones stuff.
yeah, I love the Ramones. All right, we'd like to thank you guys for listening, ladies and gentlemen. We want you around, so email us your comments and your suggestions if you guys want Chad to do other crazy things. guyswithissues@gmail.com. I think, maybe just real quick, we haven't done this in a long time. Chad's two voice impersonations.
Do it, Chad.
Yeah, maybe one. Well, okay, Russell, you come up with an actor, and then I'll come up with another, and Chad will. Oh no, you come up with an actor. I'll come up with a movie scene, and Chad has to act it out.
I already have an actor in a movie.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. Brad Pitt, Troy.
Wait,
Okay,
I thought the whole point of this was it's an actor in a movie that he
in a
is.
different movie.
Brad Pitt.
Okay, now we'll just go for now.
Brad Pitt.
We're starting out, so we'll
Yeah.
do the Brad Pitt and Troy, and then you'll add another one that where we'll put an actor in a different role, another movie. But do this one real quick. Chad's Wicked Impersonations.
Is there no one else?
Keep going.
All that I know.
You know the visual again
It was better.
better than the audio, but
Yeah.
actually the audio is pretty good though, pretty good. You kind of sounded like
Brad Pitt.
or Brad's Pitt.
What's in the box?
I got one now.
Okay.
Pee Wee Herman, Pirates of the Caribbean.
But why is all the rum gone?
I heard Johnny Depp, but actually that was actually a pretty good Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Really? Damn it!
Do Pee Wee Herman and then
I'm
put
trying to do Pee Wee Herman.
like I said, the video better than the audio right now. Okay, how about you know the lines to or some of the lines to okay. Yoda in Scarface.
The bad guy you should say hello to.
Continue.
My friend is who say hello to should I have?
Yeah, Yoda's doing way too much drugs, man.
Well, what movie scene do you feel like you quote a lot? What movie do you quote a lot?
About Sylvester Stallone.
Just in general.
Sylvester Stallone in that movie.
What? Again you should say.
I'm not sure what movie this
What
is.
movie is that?
I was trying to do Yoda in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Say what again?
Ah.
Say what again?
Okay, here we go. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger in Shawshank Redemption?
I don't know any of the
Uh-uh.
dialogue from Shawshank.
Then do Elmo in Pulp Fiction.
How does it almost sound again?
Really?
Sounds like a gay pirate. Maybe we should go around the table with this impersonation thing.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go around the table.
All right.
Go ahead, Chad. You can pick one.
Sean Connery. Few Good Men.
Who?
I don't know.
You pick us
one.
somebody.
Russell.
Did you call the Code Red? You're goddamn right, I did.
That's actually pretty good.
That was good.
Oh, you can continue if you want.
That's all I know. I still want to hear Pulp Fiction and Elmo. That hasn't come up yet.
All right. Elmo sound like this?
Yes.
Does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch?
The video is way better than audio, man.
Say what again? Do they speak English in what?
I love Elmo now. I didn't like Elmo before, but I like Elmo now.
Maybe you should just pick a movie and then just do your best Elmo impression.
It's going to just be Elmo every week.
Elmo as Darth Vader.
I am your father.
We gotta get a video camera, dude. It's gotta be on YouTube. All right, so that's our show for today. Episode 53.
Yep.
Is the close. My name is James Money. Thank you for listening. Always, I am with Russell Kealoha.
Goodbye, bitches.
And we got the Colombian drug lord, Chad Santiago.
Thank you for listening to podcast. God bless you. Good night.
I want you right.